Welcome back to my channel. This is Robin, a garden in Zone 6 in Northwest Connecticut. I thought you might like an update on how the containers are doing and if things that have worked out good, things that haven't worked out good, things I've maybe had to change out. So let's take a look at the containers and see how things are progressing. It's been a very, very hot summer and very dry. So it's really a challenge keeping these things watered. So let's take a look and see what's performing and what's not. These two containers I got from the Pottery Barn. They're really big. I put Espresso Glads and I like them. I wouldn't do it again though. I have a Coleus Newly Noir in there, but originally I had Coleus fishnet stockings in there and it didn't do well. The Super Tunia Latte has done really well and I do like this combination. So now I have pulled out the Glads in both of these containers. So you can see this one has Super Bell's Double Twilight, which did really well. And the Plectranthus Guacamole has done really well. The other thing that I stuck in here, well actually I stuck it in both of them, was some larkspur seeds. And they really only came up in this one that was Earl Grey. And they're just very small. Would I do this again? I wouldn't do the Glads. You know what? It's so far from the original thing. You can see here, this is what I was going for, but the Glads are so tall, you don't actually see that. So here's, you know, the whole visual of what that container looks like. And then the other container, again, I love the combination, but you just don't see it as a whole because the Glads are so far above the other flowers. So I think I would do something different next time. So this hanging basket is a Proven Winners recipe called New Attitude. And every year Proven Winners does a lot of recipes. In other words, you don't have to think about what's going to go together. They show you and tell you what's going to go together. So this has Super Tunia Trailing Strawberry Pink Veined, Snowstorm Giant Snowflake, which is a little white, and then Laguna Dark Blue Lobelia. It's done really well. I've had to obviously really water it. It's been very dry this year. It's still looking good. It does require multiple waterings, and I've been really good about feeding it, which is something you really need to do with your container plants. Water them and give them water soluble fertilizers. Good, really good idea. So this container has Toucan Coral, Canna by Proven Winners, and then some other Proven Winners plants, Helichrysum, Licorice Splash, and then Kufia Fairy Dust. Those two stay small. I also had some seeds of sweet peas that I got from Floret. This is Castellan. It's growing really well, but as you can see, but it hasn't flowered yet. My other ones have flowered, so I'm not sure what the story is, but I really like this container. This container is full of Calla lilies that I have had now for years and years and years. I just pull them up, I throw them in some peat moss, I throw them in a box, I throw them in the basement, and then I replant them next year, and they always multiply. They were actually a gift. I love them. So Calla lilies are super easy. I have them in another container also. These were supposed to be pink and purple, but they actually are pink and white, but I still like them. I have them in here with a Skyrocket Fountain Grass from Proven Winners, Pennisetum rubrum Skyrocket. And I like this container. I love it with the aqua blue container. And I think it looks really pretty in this semi-shaded spot. So in my new bed in the back, I have Super Bells Double Amber. I have a sweet potato vine called Carolyn Red Hawk. This was supposed to be a goldy yellow gladiola. I just got a note from Old House Gardens that there was a screw up. And this was not Ovati, which was supposed to be gold. And I have it in here with the Toffee Twist Sedge, which I really like, that brownish, I mean, it looks like it's dead, but it's not, grass. So I have now pulled the gladiolas that didn't go in here at all, and I've replaced it with a Wicked Witch Coleus. So I like this look a little better. I love the grass. I'd do it again. However, the Super Bells have not done really well, and I thought the sweet potato vine would have done better than it did. So these are, I think, Surefire begonias, and then Carolyn Wharton caladiums. The caladiums were with another container, and for some reason they just weren't blooming. But this containers I like a lot. This one with the Prince Tut grass and the Heart to Heart caladiums. These are from proven winners. I love this combination. It's done super well. I have it underneath my hawthorn trees, so they get some sunlight and some shade. These caladiums, this is where the original one was, so you can see one popping up in there. This is Hot to Trot caladium, and I have toucan coral cannas in here. The original cannas that I got for in here just actually didn't work. I don't know why. They seem to be coming up a little bit maybe now, so maybe I'll be able to revive them. This container just gets very early morning sun, and that's about it. So this is done well. This container, I'm sort of happy with. The Colocasia, Heart of the Jungle, has done reasonably well. The Alternanthera Plum Dandy is a great alternative to sweet potato vine. And the Euphorbia Diamond Snow has done really well. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with this container. It gets morning sun, but it also gets afternoon sun. So this container is in the front. It's under my magnolia tree. It's got a vanilla butterfly daisy, Artemisia silver bullet, which has done really well. I have now put in, I used to have a viola in there, but I have Wicked Witch coleus in there now. And unfortunately, the wrong gladiolas got in here again. This was supposed to be ovati, which was gold. So I just pulled these out, and there is a canna toucan yellow in there. So I'm hoping that's going to grow now because I like the rest of it. So earlier this season, I showed you how to plant a bare root rose, and that's Eustacia vi that's in here. This is a David Austin rose. I have it in here with, again, the Alternanthera Plum Dandy, and I have some Super Bells Honeyberry in here. They were doing really well. They're not doing so well anymore. I've had to cut most of them out. Hopefully they'll revive. This is Eustacia vi close up. It's so pretty. I also have Sweet Pea Sweet Pea Balmoral in here, which is finally starting to flower. This container has a deciduous shrub called Enchianthus in there, sometimes called red vein Enchianthus. I am actually going to be putting this in the ground. It's not doing as well in the container as I had hoped. Typically grows like 6 to 8 feet tall, has a really pretty creamy yellow, whitish pink flower in May and June. It has good fall color. I have it in here with Supertunia trailing blue-veined petunias and Supertunia Bordeaux, which have done amazing, amazing. I can't say enough about these annuals. Love them. Would definitely use them again. Very happy with them. So this is an Aurelia, a golden Japanese spikenard, likes part shade to shade, gets 3 by 3, zones 3 through 9. I have it in a container this year just because it's new. I thought I'd give it a little bit of a helping hand. I will be putting this in the ground. It's a really nice golden leaf plant for the shade. It can take acidic soil. The color will be a little brighter in part sun. And more chartreuse or lime green in full shade. It does get a flower and then a berry in the mid to late summer. So way in the back, I did some raised beds and some big troughs, and I have cut flowers, I have vegetables, I have some broccoli, I have carrots, tomatoes, zucchini. I have a lot of those grow bags, so I have those. I have a lot of cut flowers like cosmos and zinnia. Some of the things back here are going really slow, and I do have issues with voles back here, so I guess I'm not surprised. The front bed is doing much better. So you can see that here. I have sunflowers and cosmos and zinnias and basil aromata. Bills of Ireland, I'm so excited, have come up. I'm really not sure why the front is doing so much better than the back, but maybe because there's no voles right here. And then in the back, I have some big elephant ears and then some plants I'm trying to rescue here. I have some buried treasure pink strawberry from Proven Winners, but the chipmunks have found them. So once in a while I get to them. They also come in red and white flowers. Here's a container of Olympia Oriental Lilies. Oh my God, would you look at this? I think this might be the most beautiful lily I've ever seen. Every day I come out and I say, oh my God, this is the most beautiful lily I've ever seen. I've never seen anything so beautiful. I'm definitely planting more of these next year. I just love it. So I do have some other lilies, but I'm just so taken with this. I can't stop posting pictures of it. Sorry. Another one that I loved is Editha. It's a beautiful, again, pink double Oriental lily. And then I have one called Sweetheart. This is like yellow and red. And then I have another Asiatic that I don't know the name of. So that's kind of an overview here. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with the things that I got. I love this combination of Supertunia Vista Silverberry and Plain the Blues Salvia. That has worked really well. Supertunia Vista, Mini Vista White, I have in a few beds. You can see it over here. That has done really well. Superbina has done really well. Superbina Royal Romance has done really well. Some things that haven't done great. The James Britannias didn't do well. Some of that is vole damage. Unplugged Pink, Unplugged So Blue. I'm not overly happy with how those came out. Artist Blue Ageratum. I prefer the taller ones. My Cleomes, Senorita Blanca, they've done all right. The Coleus are good. I think I love the new one, Newly Noir. I love that. I love Wicked Witch Coleus. I have another Pineapple Blaze Brandy. I love that one too. I also have Color Blaze Golden Dreams this year, and they're all doing really well. So overall, I'm very pleased with the annuals that I put in the ground and in containers. So tell me, which annuals did you plant this year that you love? As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button. It really does make a difference. And I'll see you in the next video.